Hello, twos, and welcome to your full moon in Leo Insight Reveal. We're going to be taking a look at some of the things that you can leave behind that no longer serve you in this powerful full moon to promote healing as we journey on to the new moon in 2 weeks, having a fresh start, hopefully with some of the stuff left behind. Take what serves you, leave what does not. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So we're starting right off the bat with some fun here. We have Storm Warning, which in this energetic deck, we're talking about the energy oracle cards, runes, and chakra cards today, along with the tarot. But this kind of reminds me a little bit of the Tower. Not to freak anybody out, but this is usually something unexpected that comes up. We can see what are some other aspects here that might go along to help this. But when you do come into a full moon energy, first of all, you do have that storm warning. It is going to kick up things. Some information might come to the surface that you didn't know before to help you make decisions moving forward. And some things might burn to the ground just because they don't work for you anymore. So not all storms that come along, there's like some saying, like not all storms that come along are there to hurt you. They're there to clear your path, or I might have bangled that, but you get the drift. So we're starting out with that. We have the energy of the solar plexus dissipating, which we'll get to. The unknowable, which again, this unexpected coming from the storm warning. This is kind of makes sense that this is here, and I'll go into that in a minute. And you're starting as the full, yeah, you have a theme here, twos. You got some stuff going on. The energy of it's probably around already, so you may already know what I'm talking about. But it's clearing through on the full moon. Let me think. The full moon is Sunday, the 9th. I'm actually recording this Friday. So yeah, the energy is already here. So this may be brewing over the weekend or coming shortly after if you don't know what I'm talking about. And the Four of Cups, apathy here in making a decision. So let's look at the cards that came together before we move on to some more clarification. Now, this is the solar plexus dissipating, and this usually tells a story. This actually just came up recently for me in a reading, but this woman is here, and her parrot every day they watch these detective movies and they dream of the places that will go, and they'll go to the studio and they'll do all of this if only they had the money and the time and everything else. And so she ends up winning the lottery or getting an inheritance or something of that sort, and then she blows all her money on vacations and doesn't do anything because it would take the effort. And she was kind of like all talk, no actions. And the goal, the excitement of the idea starts to dissipate and wane. Just like with that solar plexus, sometimes we can lack motivation or spirit if we just don't feel passionate about something. So that probably is why this storm has either come along or is coming along to kind of push you into some type of passionate action. Because again, this is also dissipating energy there. You have this card over here, which is the Four of Cups. And this is kind of like he's deciding if he wants to take the cup or not. He's not really sure if he wants to take the cup. He doesn't know if that's going to be, he's just like very blasé about the whole thing, which is the same type of energy that I'm feeling that's dissipating from the solar plexus. I feel like you wanted to, I just feel like you're in a funk. I feel like there's a topic here that you're asking about in the sense of, should I do this? Should I move forward in that direction? What should I do with my life now? Or what should I do with this relationship now? Although I actually don't feel like it's about a relationship. I mean, we're not done with all the cards. I feel like this has to do a little bit more with like life purpose and path stuff, life mission, soul mission. But the card coming up in the runes is the unknowable. And I'm a super impatient person. So I used to hate to get the unknowable because I want to know everything, which is probably why I do what I do. But the unknowable coming in is you're not supposed to have the answer yet. You're supposed to have enough faith to move forward empty-handed, to receive what's really meant for you. Why that's funny is because here the Four of Cups, you're not receiving them because you just haven't decided if you wanted to take it or not. And over here, you're not doing anything. You're just like not going to work for it. It's more of a dream. And, when you have to get up and work for it, that dream becomes less appealing and eventually might just disappear. But this Fool shows me that karmically right now, because this is a major arcana card, is you are ready for a new journey. I actually think that's a theme because I think the ones had the journey card of the rune. But you're ready to start something new. You're ready to be hopeful. You're ready to have faith on a new path, probably because you've gotten a little bit too comfortable where you are and you know it. So I feel like because you are not taking action, because you're sitting in this energy, just kind of like, I don't need to make a decision. I kind of want to do something, but I don't really know what it is. So your guides are going to come in and just blow some stuff around for you to look at, for you to understand, to shake things up, maybe so you'll act. I always say it's if you can start making plans and setting goals, of course, things change and happen along the way. But if you can start doing that, it's better than nothing. It's better than just sitting and just being bored with life. That's no fun. That's not exciting. So it does look like you're about to start something new, though. And I also feel like all of this information that I'm giving you is probably what you can leave behind in this full moon energy, what is no longer serving you, what you want to release in this full moon. It's a full moon in Leo. Leo is a fire sign. And it is a time to take some power back and make some decisions and kind of get very passionate about things. Leos act. Fire signs act. So it's time to stop dreaming it in your head or just being comfortable with where you are and just waiting for something to come along. It kind of also reminds me, I don't feel like this is about a relationship, even though the cups are here, but it also kind of reminds me of this dissipating energy of, oh, I don't want to do anything about it, whether because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings or because you're kind of being a little bit lazy about it. For whatever reason that is, be honest with yourself. I'm not judging. I'm just saying you're expecting somebody else to take the action to make the thing happen or not happen or build or, eradicate, like whatever. You don't want to make the decision for whatever reason. So let's see why. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that explains a lot. So you have the 5 of Cups, first of all. So, yeah, the last time you took somebody's cup, you were very disappointed. And here I said this had nothing to do with relationships, and your guides were like, well, it kind of does. Kind of does. But it has to do with more of emotional disappointment. Cups deal with love and emotions. It's not always romantic love. It could just be the emotions of like disappointed. So I almost feel like I want to start something new, but I've been disappointed in the past, and I don't know if I really want to take that cup. But what you have behind it is 2 really powerful. First of all, you have 3 major arcana cards, which means this is universal. This push from the universe is timely, and it needs to happen now. So whether you have not taken action and you're asking the universe to take action, something is going to happen over this full moon. Whether it is a change in perspective from within or something from the outside, something's going to change that energy because you have the magician behind it, and the magician figures stuff out and makes things happen. Finds a way to balance everything and take his power back. Very powerful. And the Chariot is really just taking the reins and leading your own way and taking that action, and usually quickly. So I feel like whatever stagnation that you've been in, you're going to really need to leave that behind as you move forward, because it's coming in a place where it's going to be out of your hands. But whatever happens, I want you to have faith that it's for the best, because I feel like you're going to be happier in that momentum of moving energy. And I feel like what's coming in from the 5 of Cups isn't so much that you're moving towards emotional disappointment. I feel like you're moving away from it. I feel like that's more of a fear that's holding you back. So whether this has to do with your hopes and dreams or a relationship or however it resonates for you or not, remember it is a general reading. Just let go of that. Let go of that doubt and just kind of move forward into a more inspired energy, because ultimately whatever happens, whether it's good or bad, it's better than just sitting in that, I can't even think of a word for it, like a void. It feels like a void. It's definitely like a rut. So if you've been in that energetically, you're not the only one. There's a lot going on with the people's experiences energetically, going on different journeys and letting go of some stuff. And this is a very powerful time to do so post-eclipse season. Also, a reminder, we have a Mercury retrograde coming up on the 17th. So things may get misinterpreted. So it would be a good time to speak your mind now if you can, if you are able to just step out of that old energy and into something new and take your power back and start that path, because I feel like you do want to start something. You've just been talking about it and not doing anything. So there's your push, hopefully. Good luck. Have a happy moon cycle. And I hope it's healing for you and gets you to where you need to be. If you want to have a private session, you can go over to inspiredchiradio.com and send me an email. Otherwise, you can go on to inspiredchiradio.com and just check out other services and things that we have available for you, some offerings. Have a good night.